Hi everyone. So today I just want to show you a little video how I go about cleaning my Hakko FR-301 solder sucker. It does get very dirty after a while of using it. As you can probably not see how transparent the chamber is. It's pretty dirty in there. So I will start off with taking that out like that. I'll empty that later. First thing what I like to do is I like to clean this part. So what you have to do is you got to open up the nozzle first. Now from what I see, I can actually, let's see here, take a flashlight and shine it through. I can barely see light in there. So it probably is somewhat clogged. So I take this with the tip on here and I give it a couple of pokes. Yeah, and there's a resistance. Oh yeah, there's resistance there. Let's give it one of these a couple times. Look at that. That was dirty. I don't know why I'm doing this, because it's not doing anything. Force of habit, I guess. That was very dirty. Now move on to the bigger things. So this is still turned on at the time being. You take this tool, take everything out. There you go. Now I take this screwdriver. It looks like a screwdriver, but it's actually kind of like a reamer. Let's go ahead and put it in there, and I twist it while I'm putting it in. Keep twisting until you see it come out of the other side. Yeah, look at that, eh? Oh yeah. Do it a couple more times. Wow, that was really dirty. I think I maybe haven't cleaned it in, well, 2 or 3 weeks. Let's get a little light now. And we should be able to see light, which I still can't. I think it's still pretty dirty in there, folks. Keep doing this. I don't think it's ever been this dirty for me. So this tool is specifically made for the barrel. And you can spin it around like this. It'll kind of like bore it out. Wow. Again, not sure why I did that. So let's see here. Okay, I know you won't be able to see this, but there is a light there. You can kind of see it there. But there is light at the end of the tunnel now, so it's a lot cleaner than it was. I'm going to do it one more time just for good measure. Man, I've never had it this dirty. And it's not like I'm doing anything amazing. I'm just desoldering components. Maybe dirty solder. Old solder from old systems, audio systems. Wow. I am like in awe right now. One more time. Again, I don't know why I did that, not doing anything. All the way through. It's pretty good. I'll go ahead and holster that. I'll turn it off. Now it comes for the fun part. I did empty this a couple days ago, so it's not that full. It is pretty disgusting on the inside though. It's got some solder there. Pretty gross. Should be wearing gloves. So what I usually do for this is I just take a couple of these pads, hose them in alcohol. Just stuff them in there. And I'll take this same driver or cleaner, which is still actually pretty warm, and push it through a bunch of times. Actually, I'm gonna get one of my, get some pliers here, make it a little bit easier. Oh yeah, there we go. Now it's coming off the sides. It's so satisfying when you get this thing cleaned and you can see the insides of it again. At least it is for me. Look at that. That is just vile. Hose that down again. We're going to do it again. Get it all nice and clean. I'm thinking we might have to change the filter. I haven't changed the filter probably since before Christmas. Oh yeah. The squeak of cleanliness. All in all, the Hakko solder suckers, man, they're definitely a game changer in this industry. And if you're thinking about buying one, and this is not a paid commercial for Hakko, despite the fact that it's all over my desk, but seriously, it's such a difference. It's so much easier. You don't have to mess around with solder pults. You don't have to screw around with wick. Like, don't get me wrong, wick is still pretty good for smaller things or quick little jobs, but when it comes to, you know, say like recapping a board or, you know, salvaging components, this is the winner. So there we go, nice and clean. You can see through it now. Now I'll do that last and get this. I'm probably going to end up changing the filter here because I'm sure it's probably pretty gross. This reminds me of like a filter at the end of a cigarette. It does the same. Look at that. Yeah, I'm going to change that out. That is, oh my god, vile. Usually I can get this off. There we go. Again, vile. Just kind of hose that down in alcohol. Big difference. Oh, just lost it. Let's do this. All clean. What I'll do is I'll get my little brush. Where's my brush? Give it a little hose down there and a little scrubby dub all the way around. Get all the crummy solder off. So if you have one of these solder suckers and you find that it's losing its strength and doesn't suck as well as it used to, give it a cleaning. I can't see why these things wouldn't last a lifetime if you actually took care of it and serviced it from time to time. I think if you get it, look at that, nice and clean. I think if you get it and you never touch it and it just sits there and gets clogged, you're bound to have problems. But if you take care of it, like you should take care of all your tools, unless that is you're working for a major corporation and you really just don't care, which could be the case for some of you. But when it's your own tools, you tend to exercise a little bit more care. When I bought this, it was I think it was just over 500 Canadian after shipping, about 550. I vowed to take good care of it. I don't think I'd use it for a week, and I was already taking it apart. Now, eventually, I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm probably going to have to replace this. It's getting very hard. This rests right up against the heating shaft, and it's really hard. So it's probably the Q-tip. It's probably going to be a matter of time, and it needs to be replaced. I think you can get it on Hakko's website. I haven't really checked anywhere else. DigiKey. I know DigiKey you can get the filters. They're not really cheap, but they do last a while. There we go. Definitely bled better. And then finally this guy here. So again, just going to hose it down. I'll take a Q-tip to get inside here. I don't know, man, this soldering stuff is pretty vile. Actually, I couldn't see it being any better than smoking or anything. But that's why you're supposed to use a fume extractor, which I do have. It's over there when it's not in use. I usually just pull it out when I'm soldering a lot. If I'm soldering like, a couple things, I'll just blow the smoke away while I'm soldering. But if I'm soldering a lot or desoldering, I'll whip out the fume extractor and go with that. And yes, it is a Hakko. Hakko, whatever. I say Hakko. It's looking a lot better. Much better. So these are the filters you can get off of DigiKey. It's a 10-pack I got. Can't remember how much it was, but I think it was like maybe 20-25 bucks, if not a little bit more. I can't remember. So we're just going to pop this in here. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put it on here first, and then we'll go ahead and put it on. It's easier because there's actually rigidity all the way around it. You can kind of just pack it in there. Just like so. And you know what? I completely forgot. I forgot this guy here. Need to put the back catcher on. There we go. Good as new. Just like that. That there. Put the front piece back on. Go. Now usually what I do is I just give this a little sweep out in here. Just got to make sure the element's not hot still. I don't know if this is normal, but like I don't know if this was actually down more when I first got mine. I think resting in the holder, it puts a lot of pressure like this, and I don't know if it moves up. So I'm not sure if that's just the way it was or if it is now because of repeatedly hanging there. So I put this in here, locked and loaded. You usually just put that up a little bit more, and then it's not hot anymore. This is nice and clean. Now the thing with this is that it usually collects a lot of dirt, and you could look in there. Probably can't see really, but there's a little circle in there. And if you're not careful when you're putting this back together, it'll bind against this part here that sticks out. It'll crush that little circle in there. So it's actually probably a better idea just to make sure this is nice and clean. I wouldn't recommend jabbing anything in there, but when you're putting it back together, just give it a little spin. Just so if there's anything in there, it'll just kind of like sweep it out of the way. You take this, you gotta make sure it's not on or hot. Otherwise you'll have like pretty bad burns. And there we go. Nice clean Hakko FR-301. Turn it on here. And you can hear the difference. there we go. And that's how I clean my Hakko FO301. I'm sorry, my Hakko FR-301. So, if you like this video, give it a like. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys. I appreciate the watch. And have a good day.